Let's get to the line again. Let's speak to Citi Sports editor Benjamin Nketsia. He's right there in the thick of the action in La Côte d'Ivoire. He's in Abidjan as we speak. Benjamin, good morning. No, let me change that. Bonjour.
Nathan.
How are you doing?
I'm good, fam. I'm good. The aftermath of defeat will rob you of what should be a fun morning, but we all know that this is what we've come accustomed to as far as the Black Stars are concerned. So, hey.
Wow.
The job is the job.
I see. Yeah, it has to be done. I mean, you saw the game at the stadium. You've interacted with players. I'm sure you were at the post-match press conference. Can you just tell us what you picked up from everything that was said and the body language of the players? Did they look as disappointed as Chris Hughton pointed out to be? Or what? You just tell us the vibe you picked up by just listening to the players and watching them after the game.
So basically what happened is that after the game, we had the option of choosing between the post-game presser, which is the official presser, or the mix zone. And I just felt like, you know what, the post-game pressers have become a little cliche. You get a lot of predetermined answers, pre-planned answers. And so I decided that, you know what, let's ditch the post-game presser and go to the mix zone, because there you get a lot more raw emotion. And when journalists are calling out to players who are passing by, you get to gauge emotions at close range. So that's where I was. We waited for just about an hour or so, and then the players began to eventually troop out. There were a lot of funny comments from colleague journalists that whether they like it or not, they'll have to pass it. So we're waiting for them in earnest with our comments. And the truth is, a couple of them came by and didn't say a word. There was a very funny incident where Antoine Semenyo walked by with his headphones on. I'm not sure what song he was playing, but journalists were calling out to him. Somebody said, "Antoine, we know you can hear us." And that literally cracked me up. But that was sort of the mood. Mohamed Kudus came by and looking down, hand in his pocket, didn't talk to anybody. Dodo Walla Kotinaki William. And then I think that the person who broke the ice was Gideon Mensah. And I thought that was pretty brave of him, because he didn't have the best of games yesterday, if we are being very honest. But I think he took responsibility for the performance yesterday. He did say that as players, they were very much aware that they had been subpar and that the opponents clearly could sense that in them as well. And so Gideon Mensah said that as a team, this is spilled milk, really, and you can't recover it. So you want to move forward with this. You want to watch some tape. You want to see where you fell short in the game, but also you want to motivate yourself that it's not the end of the world. He was asked about what he makes of facing Mohamed Salah in the next game, and he said, you know what, it's not even about names anymore. It's about going out there and giving 100%. You could play Salah, you could play Messi, you could play Mbappe. Just leave it all out on the pitch. And that's really what Ghanaians expect. I've always said that Ghanaians are football-loving people, and Ghanaians are, how do I call it, discerning people. So what you want to do is give 100%. And that's just the thing we don't see from our Black Stars these days. There's no sense of urgency. There's no proper sense of remorse. I think Gideon Mensah sort of put to bed that a little for us. He shared his thoughts on the game. He said that he knew that he needed to be better personally and that the team needed to be better. We spoke to Alexander Jiku as well. It was revealing for me. I could tell from his body language that he was frustrated by the fact that he had put in a good shift, but collectively as a group, they couldn't pull through. And so he spoke about needing to be more intense, needing to defend better structurally as a team, and also basically taking chances when they came, because this is a tournament. You won't get a million chances. You will get probably 2-3 good chances in the game, and you have to take it. And if you look at the XG map, that's why I like statistics these days. Statistics don't lie. Cape Verde they created more chances, they created the better quality chances. And so when the goal eventually went in, I was like, you know what? I thought that the Black Stars could have made more of the final 8 minutes of time added on. But hey, like my father always says, the time added on is for both teams. And that's exactly how it played out yesterday. We did speak to some of the opponents players as well, Cape Verde. And Nathan, at least we spoke about at least 4 of them. And the sentiment I walked away with is the fact that we have lost our fear factor as a team. They didn't seem like they came in overawed by our reputation as a national team. They knew, you could tell that they had watched us, the games we had played recently, and they knew that we were a team that were there for the taking. And so to actually see them play out the game in the calm manner in which they played, come out, beat us, and I could hear them celebrating from their dressing room while we were waiting for the Black Stars players to pass. You could tell that this was major for them. In fact, one of their journalists told me that this might be the biggest win in their history as a country. And so this was quite a big deal for them. We asked them again if they thought they could go all the way all the way in this tournament. And they said, why not? I mean, we have beaten Ghana. Egypt have drawn their game. Mozambique have drawn their game. You should be asking them if they can go all the way or not. And so there was a lot of bravado there. I saw it on the pitch. It was just them matching their words with the football. And so you can't really fault them, really.
I see. Ben, just before I let you go, can you just give us some clarity to reports we heard of an incident involving a fan and Chris Hughton? What exactly is the story concerning that?
So really, this story actually ironically broke just about 10 minutes after Chris Hughton had left us at the mixed zone. And so I was a little surprised by the initial details that I saw. I think the initial details were blown out of proportion and definitely sensationalized. We've seen footage of parts of the incident. I've spoken to people within the Black Stars camp as well, and I can tell you for a fact that there was a verbal altercation. Some fans who had made it to the hotel were not too happy with the team generally. It wasn't even a Chris Hughton thing specifically. We're not happy with the team generally. They made their displeasure known. They were trying to get within touching distance of the team. But if you know how team hotels work at tournaments, there's heavy local security. And then the Black Stars themselves brought in their own security orderly. So it didn't get to a point where it escalated into a physical altercation and somebody was actually arrested and all of that. None of that actually happened, but I definitely have found out that there was a verbal altercation there. Chris Hughton was not touched. There was no arrest made, but definitely there were some fans of the hotel who were unhappy. They probably expressed their displeasure in a more animated manner than you would expect a football fan to. But hey, you know how football is. Emotions can always overrun, and that's basically what happened.
All right, Ben, thank you so much for that update. That Citi Sports editor.
Thank you, Nathan.
Benjamin Nketsia. He's in Abidjan as we speak, and you can tell from behind him he's at the stadiums, the media center, and all. When you cover competitions, you spend a lot of time at the stadium, at the media center, trying to file stories or do some other thing. This is the AFCON Daily Show. Let me get back in studio.